Hello, all my fellow cripples and able bodied riders. I'm Gimpy Rob, and this is the first episode of the Gimpy Garage. You know, there's two truths I've come to know in life. Number one, I am not completely unattractive and all that repulsive to the female folk. And number two, the bond between man and machine, it's really, really a strong one. I mean, seriously, I come out to the garage just to be around my trike, just to detail it, just to be around my machine and feel more connected to it. I mean, seriously, the bond that you have with your machine, it's a tight one. I've even also heard stories about people being so close to their machines that they sneak out to the garage in the middle of the night and stroke their machines, and some people even make love to it. You need to knock that off, you sick fucks. You're making the rest of us look crazy. I've been riding motorcycles for about 25 years, and in 2014 I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and the first thing the doctors told me was that I would probably not ride motorcycles ever again. And to all you guys and girls out there that ride and it's a part of your life, I can't even say it's a part of your life. It is your life. It's who we are. We're bikers. We're riders. It's what we dream about. It's what we think about. It's what we do. Some people go fishing. Some people, race cars. We like motorcycles. It's what we do. So to be told that a part of my life, my whole life, was being taken away from me was that was a lot. So a lot of you guys and girls out there can understand what that would feel like, being told that you can never ever ride again. And I fell into a deep depression. I really was. It was the lowest part of my life. Not to mention I have to face disability for the remainder of my life, but just that it would take away the one thing that I was, the one thing that I loved so much. And I was talking to a friend of mine one day, and he mentioned, hey, why don't you get yourself a Can Am? And I was like, Can what? I never really knew about them. And I wasn't really a trike guy ever. I mean, the Harley tri-guides, glides or whatever, the three-wheelers, they're beautiful machines, but I've ridden one, very, very clunky. I don't like the handling of them. I wouldn't be confident, zipping down the road at 80 miles an hour. You're not supposed to do 80, but I wouldn't be confident going down the road on one. But I really thought about it. And a lot of people have such a stigma about trikes, but I don't know why. I mean, you're still out there in the wind, and that's what I wanted to do, was get out there in the wind. So basically, as fortune would have it, a lot of people got together and made this happen for me. And, now I'm on a trike, and I'm Gimpy Rob, and Gimpy Rob is all about the trike life. But a lot of people hate on trikes, and I can't understand why, but we'll get to that later. But first, let's get to why you're really here, some motor porn. So guys, girls, this is the 2016 Can Am Spyder F3 Limited Special Series. Boy, that's a mouthful. And that's what she said. This machine is unlike any traditional trike I have ever seen or ridden. I mean, it is an absolute beast on the road. It is fast, it is powerful, it is responsive. I mean, it's like an Indy car with handlebars. I have so much fun on this thing. And I'm not lying when I say, if I would have ridden this before I gotten sick, I would have traded in both of my motorcycles for it. It's that much fun. This thing is an absolute blast. And if you have a problem with anyone riding a trike for any reason, you can go f*** yourself. It's funny, I watch a lot of YouTube, and it's all over Facebook, all these young riders, and they're doing stunts and wheelies and endos down the block. And that's great, but they're always like, oh, I'll never ride a trike now. That's for old men, that's for cripples, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Be careful what you say, because one day you're going to get there, and when you get to a point in your life where you're waking up 3 times a night to go to the bathroom, that trike's going to start looking pretty good. So you know what? You could say all you want about the trike life, but one thing you have to realize is at least we're still out there. We're still in the wind. We're still in the breeze. When I'm in a car, if I see someone in a Vespa or riding a street legal dirt bike, those are things that I'm not really into, but I think it is awesome that they're out there and they're getting that feeling. And I know exactly what feeling they're getting. I know exactly what's running through their heart because it's the same thing that runs through mine when I'm on my bike. So honestly, be careful what you say because a lot of times you wind up, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And another thing is, if someone's out there on anything in the wind, you have more in common with them than you could ever possibly realize. We're all part of the same tribe out there. It's us against the cars, guys. Seriously. I mean, if we see a biker on the side of the road, it doesn't matter what they ride. We pull over to see if they need a cell phone call or if they need some gas or some help. That's what we do. We take care of each other. So instead of focusing on the differences in our little culture, why don't we focus on all the similarities that we have and all the things we have in common that bring us together, instead of picking at, oh, you ride this and you ride that. Why bother? It just matters that you ride. You know, at the end of the day, we're all just a bunch of rice-burning, leather fetish, scaredy cat cripples going down the road. There, we got all the name calling out of the way. Why can't we just look at all the commonality we have instead of pointing out everyone's differences? We might get along a little better in this world. Anyway, I'm Gimpy Rob, and this is the Gimpy Garage. Give us a like and a share if you appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button. I also have another channel on YouTube, Life with Rob Brazes, where we cover a lot of cooking and a lot of healthy eating. So stay tuned here because we're going to have a whole bunch of stuff. In the springtime, we're going to be doing some moto vlogging. Not really doing it in the winter because it's really, really cold here in New York on Long Island. And I like my testicles right where they are. But seriously, we're going to put in some highway pegs. We're putting in a new seat. And you might want to check that out because I'm not the most mechanically inclined person in the world, and I have a lot of numbness in my hands from the multiple sclerosis, so I'm bound to really, really fuck shit up. Take care, guys.